I lived in Tennessee for about 2 years. I've lived in Texas my entire life, but when I moved to Tennessee, it was like a whole new world of every day you could go out and meet songwriters and, you know, actually be in the game and like meet people. And so now my label, my manager, booking agent, everything's there. But I moved back to Texas, but I still enjoy going back there because it reminds me of when I did live there. And the bars are really good in Nashville. I've been performing in this September, it'll be 7 years. And I had so many jobs before that, 14 W-2s 1 year. And you can verify that with my dad because he did my taxes that year. I was a nanny, a dog walker, a waitress. I made snow cones. I worked at TCBY. Like pretty much any job you could have done, I did it. I co-wrote 7 songs out of the 10 on my record, but one of the ones that's my favorite that I didn't write is called The Old Me, and it was the first song that I ever put on hold to record, and it's seriously, I swear it was written for me. It's one of those moments where I heard it and I'm like, this is meant for me. And it's basically about a girl that's growing up and she looks back at her life and realizes that she's completely different than she was in college and high school. And I heard it and I said, oh, I have to record this. So I'm really happy with that song. I love it. I have been starstruck before, yes. It's probably not something that I should have been starstruck about, but I have to keep the person's name quiet because it was so embarrassing, and I literally was all but foaming at the mouth, and I couldn't say anything to him. I was sitting there. He's a songwriter, and I'm just such a huge fan. And I literally could not think of anything to say to him, and everybody that was with me was kind of watching this whole thing unfold, and they're like trying to come save me. They're like, no, shut up. Don't say anything else. But I was just like, like seriously, I could not speak. It was so embarrassing. My most embarrassing moment on stage happened about 2 years ago, and it was one of those dates that was so hot. It was probably 102 outside, and I was just chugging water. I mean, I had probably 6 or 7 bottles of water in 30 minutes. And at one point, I took a huge sip out of my water, and it went in my nose instead, or out my nose. I don't know what happened, but at any rate, the water ends up all down my face, all down my shirt, all down my pants. And there was water dripping off the tip of my nose because it was coming out my nose. And there was people that took pictures of it. So having it come out of your nose wasn't the bad part. The fact that people had pictures of it and then posted them on my Facebook page, that was the embarrassing part.